All opinions or statements expressed on the program are solely those of Investors Schooling or their guests and do not reflect the opinions of WPHT or Odyssey.
WPHT, WPHT-HD, WOGL HD3 Philadelphia. From the Piazza Auto Group Studios, experience the Power of One with 8 brands and 25 locations. Always live.
You're hot.
Odyssey app. The Larry Steinhouse Show.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Larry Steinhouse Show. I thought Omri was going to take over there. I'm Larry Steinhouse, and the entire gang is back together this week. Joining me are my incredible co-host, Dr. Deb Anderson, bringing the wisdom, the insight, the occasional reality check, and of course, Omri Morad, bringing the energy, the humor, and the unique ability to turn a simple conversation into an international incident. Today we're diving
into... like me.
I know. That's so cool. I love it.
It's awesome, isn't it?
It really is.
Today we're diving into the topics that matter most to your wallet and your future: stock options, real estate investing, interest rates, wealth building strategies, and what really is happening in the economy. We'll cut through the noise and we'll give you practical insights that you can actually use. We'll also tackle current events, business trends, and answer your questions live on the air. Because let's face it, there's plenty of information out there, but very little common sense, and that's where we come in. Can you imagine that we're common sense?
That's a little scary, actually, that we're the common sense.
But the funny part is we are. Isn't that wild? We're broadcasting live from Investor Schooling headquarters where people learn how to invest in real estate, trade stock options, build financial independence, and if you've been thinking about improving your financial future, don't forget to RSVP for our free Thursday night class at
investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com.
Do you sound nasal or is it me?
I'm a bit, not too much, I guess.
Do you sound nasal to you?
A little bit, maybe a little bit nasally.
What is nasal? Like I'm
like
sick? I am a bit, not too much.
Yeah. Okay.
I will try again. That's investorschooling.com.
Much better. Okay.
He suddenly sounds a little off mic too. Are you off mic?
No, he was
all
for
of
a second.
I'm about to make love to the mic right now.
That I don't want to see.
I don't care what you do as long as it sounds good.
You like that?
No, you should say it's as long as it's not in my studio.
Maybe I should put my camera on so that we can record it while you make love to the microphone.
You like that fuzzy top on the microphone?
The fizz?
Yeah, so it has the condom on the microphone.
I know.
Right?
I know.
You know,
I rub against it sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
Can we move on?
I'm not even sure if we can after
that. Are we live? We finally live.
I know we're live.
I'm so happy we're live.
It was so bad. We were gone for 2 weeks.
I know. So can you please finish the intro so people can hear the phone numbers and call?
Okay. All right. I want to thank our sponsors, the Sultan Income Fund. Invest with the Sultan, collect like a king. Designed for income-focused, accredited investors. The fund targets a preferred return. Oh, we're not allowed to tell you that we've been getting 36 to 40%. We're just not allowed to tell you that anymore.
We can't.
So it has to be that we have to say returns so high, their attorney says that we can't tell you what they are. Of course, all investments involve risk. Returns are not guaranteed, and past performance does not guarantee future results. Please review all offering documents carefully and consult with your professional advisors so they can tell you not to do it because you're going to take the money away from them. And they're going to say, oh, you should leave your money with me. Well, you're making 3% a year.
Yes.
Instead of 3 to 6% a month.
I need the high commission. I need to feed my family first.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Yeah, it does sound. That's what I said. It's exact. Oh, like another microphone's picking it up. That might be what the problem is. Okay, hold on.
What do we have another mic?
Yeah. So let's see if I could fix that because that makes sense. Is that better? How we talk now?
I'm talking. I'm almost talking. Whenever I don't talk.
That's true. When are you ever not talking? You know, what's interesting is that we're in the office and we purposely have your office in the other building down in the basement and we still hear you sometimes. And what's interesting is that when you're up with us, you just turned it. Yeah, you muted him. Yeah. But it's like, it's amazing because when you're in the office with us, everybody hears your conversation, whether it's in English or in Hebrew. We all hear it.
Yeah,
good.
And we
only understand it when it's in English. Though.
Yeah, but although I do catch a couple words in Hebrew. There's some words in Hebrew I know that I catch. Anyway.
So with the fun environment and happy environment, and with you learning Hebrew, it seems like there is only benefit from me being loud.
Well, so sometimes when we're actually trying to get some work done, it's a little bit hard to, like if I'm trying to read an email or if we're on the call or something, because you are so amazingly loud.
Yeah, loud. That's why we have him in a different building.
It's so amazingly
loud. Our offices are on one building, and his office is in another building.
Yeah.
He's
in the
so
basement.
Loud.
In the other building in the basement.
And I never stay there.
No, and you never stay there.
Why would I? Why would I? I'm not coming here to be on myself. I could stay at home. Right? That's it.
Well, if you could be quieter, we could have you in any building.
Yeah.
So, by the way, it could be opposite. It could be that to get concentrated, it's make it hard.
All right, so I really want to finish the intro real quick because I want to.
Oh, we didn't finish it?
No, we didn't. No, not yet. Not
No,
yet.
let's do it now.
We're in the middle of the sponsors.
Yes, let's do it
We
now.
also want to thank Joe Keller
Ooh.
of the Joe Keller team at Cross Country Mortgage, the only person I trust to get me a mortgage, especially when it comes to high-end complex financing.
Over 2 million.
Over $2 million. Joe specializes in mortgages over $2 million, and like I said before, people say, "Hey, can I use Joe if I have a $300,000 mortgage?" Of course you can, but here's the thing: he's so good that he's one of the few people who could do a $2 million mortgage as well. All right, don't forget this is also a live call-in show, and the phone number is
855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. Kimmy, we love you.
There you go. Kimmy got her shout out. We're also on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn.
Something.
And you can watch our show. And if you are, you actually get the cool part. You get the actual feed. You can actually leave comments and say things to us. But we'd much rather you call. And what's the phone number if they call again?
That's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137.
All right, so if you got questions about investing, real estate, mortgages, retirement planning, stock options, or anything financial,
It's
give us a
so
call.
much more fun when you call. So just call. It's fun for
Right.
you and for us.
And because we know that you're still asleep from Passport Mommy from the show before. I'm Passport Mommy. Yeah, listen to my show. Yeah. I like, does anybody actually, it's like,
I'm pretty sure she could make more money with covered calls.
my lead-in, if my lead-in was a snoring parrot, I'd have better results. It's like, could Greg Stocker possibly make it any worse for our show by putting anything on besides Passport Mommy before us?
Yeah, if you are Passport Mommy, you can call
it's
us
unbelievable.
too. Yeah.
It's just unbelievable. It's like it's like screeching in my ear. Her voice. It's terrible, and the show is so freaking boring.
Are you done?
No,
Okay.
I just at this point I'm like I don't even care. I used to
It
like
seems
kinda hide
like it,
I used
yeah.
to hide it and say
I know.
the show before us stinks. Now I'm like Passport Mommy is so obnoxious that I just don't want to listen to it anymore. And I really wish it wasn't just leading to our show because nobody's listening to our show right now. They all fell asleep.
I don't know if nobody's listened to our show. There are evidence that people are more than we believe are listening to our show.
You know what was fun is that because we were at the store the other day.
Correct.
And
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, so we were at the store the other day, and Omri came with me, and I was talking to the guy behind the counter, and I was talking to him, and I'm talking, and then I say something to Omri, and he's completely not listening to me. And I look over, I'm like, you're not, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. You're not even listening to me. And he still is not listening to me, completely ignores me. And then I start listening to their conversation, and the other lady behind the counter, she's like, oh my God, you guys are Omri and Dr. Deb from the radio show. It was so cool. And she was so excited, and she was telling us how she goes into her car to listen to us when she's on break. It was just so cool. And she was so excited. We got a picture with her. It was fun. It was really fun.
So do you remember her name?
Nancy.
So did you shout out to her?
We're shouting out to her name?
Yeah, I hope she's listening right now.
So tell her to call in.
She can and should call in to the show, 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137.
You know what's cool about that? Now you have two fans.
Two, yeah.
You have
It's not only me, it's all of us.
No, I know,
It's
but
fun.
you have Kimmy, who's your
I
number
know.
one fan, and then you have Nancy at the Floor and Decor,
In the floor and the core.
right? Who's your number two fan?
Yeah. So I want to share with you something. Yesterday was a Jewish holiday called Shavuos. We celebrate the day that God gave us the Torah, and I was dressed very nicely, and I went to the synagogue, and at the end, it was still a Friday, so I took my son to Shady Brook.
Okay.
And I'm in one of the rides. I think it was on the bike go-kart course that they have there, and we have fun and all that. And a guy looked at me and say, he's a high school kid, and he looked at me and said, "Are you a millionaire?"
And you said?
And I said, "Yes, I am." And he said, "Wow, that's so cool." And the guy,
He just asked you that just because of the way you were dressed?
I guess because of the way I dressed. And I started to talk to him,
Right.
and he started to talk to me, and he started to ask me things about stocks. So they have like an app or an algorithm that they can do like imaginary stock,
Trades.
like trade, like stock account or and that's how they learn about stock.
What school is this? Because I've never heard of this in school.
I don't know, but I liked it.
Yeah, me too.
And I liked it. And I started to explain to him what do I do with stock and why I'm not buying and selling stock.
Right.
And the worst case, and it's not the worst case, it's actually the best case, the stock are being taken away from me.
Right, in covered calls. Right?
In covered calls. And I started to explain, and it took some time to explain. I hope. He promised he will be here on Thursday. I hope he will.
How old is he?
16, 17.
Well, I'll be here too, but that's just unusual. So, the whole thing is unusual that he came up to you and asked you if you're a millionaire.
It was
weird.
bizarre.
Yeah.
But it was so cool. Maybe it was the way I dressed. I don't know, but I liked it.
It just might be the way you look.
And the fact that young people are intrigued to learn those things, that refer to the way you started the show and to who we are and why we teach the way we teach. In the method we teach, because we refer to everybody. You know, my daughter spent hours and hours here in the school, and she also want to do the covered call. So she's saving to get to an amount.
So why don't you, instead of covered calls, why don't you teach her how to do a little bit of stock buying?
I will. We're working on it. I told her you will get to $1,000 in your saving, and then we will open an account and we will do that.
Okay.
So that's what we're working on right now. But I believe that's...
What are you doing? What are you guys doing?
Nothing. I'm cleaning up my mess.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
What's the
I
problem?
don't. I'm listening to her in the headphones.
She's making all kinds of noise.
She's cleaning.
You clean the table?
It's not the first time that she's doing that.
I put stop. I put the thing on my phone, so I'm just cleaning up the mess. What's the big deal? Would you like me to leave the mess? Larry has OCD. I can't leave the mess here.
Are we done? Are we done?
I don't know if we're done.
So I think that's the essence. The essence, the fact that we teach in a way that everybody can learn.
We teach in the 7th grade level.
It's great.
It really
it's
is
great, and everybody can come here and.
Actually, I think we're less than a 7th grade level. We could probably teach this to a 6th grader.
You have days that we even get to a kindergarten level. I got you.
Can we move on?
But we are. I think we're doing a fabulous job because we see people that has no relation to real estate or to stock, especially to stock, and a few months later they are doing returns that we can mention on the radio because the lawyer told us we can return the attention of the radio of the.
Isn't it amazing?
The lawyer. Yes.
You know, I was just talking to somebody the other day who was interested in the school, and you know what? One of the things he said that I thought was such a compliment was that he goes, "You guys are so real." He goes, "You're like actual real people doing real things."
Yeah.
You know, and when he said that, I'm like,
life.
"Yeah, we're like real." He's like, "You're not some video on a screen trying to teach me something who's never done it." He's like, "You guys are actually doing it, and I see you, and I can talk to you, and I could just call and have a conversation with you." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what we are. That's who we are." So I thought that was a really nice compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they agree that Army's real.
It depends if you ask who you ask. I think depending if you ask the immigration services, maybe they're not going to agree.
What a nightmare that is.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see. So how is everybody? Are you happy and excited about Financial IQ next week?
Next week we have our Financial IQ program in Dallas, and it's going to be really great.
It's the first time there, right?
First time in Dallas.
Yeah,
first time in Dallas.
Right.
Yeah.
First time in Dallas. And this Financial IQ is just, it is the most, it's funny, I was on my webinar earlier, and a bunch of people on Financial IQ, and I said, hey, we're going to Financial IQ, and everybody interrupted the webinar to tell us what a great experience they had at Financial IQ.
Oh, that's great.
So this is a workshop that Debbie and I put together. It's a 158-page workshop, and it's 3 days. It starts Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock, goes all day Saturday, goes all day Sunday, or most of the day Sunday, and then and basically what we do is we moderate it. But the whole thing, it's so hard to explain to people what we do.
Yeah.
Because we basically put together a financial plan and a mental financial plan. Because the big thing about this is it changes your mind. It changes your financial outset in your mind. Like it makes you think about money in a different way. And when we do that, it just changes what you do. And all the people who come back from Financial IQ, they talk about how the next day they automatically start doing things differently.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And it works.
And then we have like a couple $100 bill activities. Like we have activities, so it's not just like Larry's right. We moderate it, but we have. It's not just us talking. It's us doing activities too to kind of bring some of those things home. And a lot of those activities really make an impact. They're like, oh wow, I didn't think about it until we did it this way. And what's great is that people actually come back, which is...
We've had people come back 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, which is great, so even Brian's coming back. He's coming back to the next one. He's going to come back to the one we have in September,
Yeah, and then you're going for the first time.
I'm going for the first time.
And
I've never been.
We're going to insist that you go as a student, not, as a...
Participant.
As a participant.
Not, you still help us, of course, because we'll obviously welcome help, but as a participant, because I think there's a lot of things here you'll benefit from.
Okay.
Because you freak out over money a lot.
I do.
And you need to stop because it's not important.
Even what you said right now, that money is not important. I can't.
It's hard, right?
Yeah. It's more about being.
And I want to be careful when I say money is not important. Money is very important.
I know.
But
the stress over
money is what you should not be doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. I try to be very calculated and to come very prepared to every step. Right. And the funny thing is that in many points, the rational decision actually benefited me more.
So I totally disagree with you.
Maybe it's occasional.
No, let me talk to you about. So 2 things that we did together, right? That you freaked out over both of them.
Okay.
All right. So the Richland Town property that we now have under contract that we're selling, and we're going to make about $150. We're going to split about $150,000, and it costs us out of our pocket $5,000. 10 grand, maybe?
25 each.
No, we get that back.
We will get it back.
So
it costs us nothing.
It costs us nothing, right?
Basically.
Right. So it costs us nothing, just a little bit of effort, a little bit of cleanup and stuff, right?
Effort, aggravation, learning. There was a lot of learning in this.
If I remember the first 2 weeks in that deal, I want out of this deal. You could buy the whole thing. I don't have anything to do with it. Blah 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 blah. And you were freaking out, and I'm like, relax. We got this.
So this was a complicated. This was a complicated one because what we did, we acted rational.
Well,
think about
irrational.
Yeah, it was irrational. When you bought it, you were irrational.
We were irrational. We should have never bought it.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad we did. But after we bought it, and I said, listen, we're obligated to buy it. We're going to buy it. And then you would try, let's just back out. Let's lose our $50,000.
I want to see the closing.
And then I want to see. Right. And then I said, and then you were like, you could buy it from me. Give me my $25,000. I'm like, no, I'm gonna make you make money on this, right? And then we had the same thing with the second mobile home park in Ruskin.
Correct.
Right, the second half
with my beach house.
And you would do and you were doing numbers, and every time you came with numbers, they were different. And I finally said, Omri, just relax, just buy it and watch it work. Is it working?
It's pretty much working.
Yeah.
Pretty much. We had to be creative and to make it work.
And that's fine.
And it worked.
Right. And everything is fine.
And it worked. And we reached the point that we have no money in both of those deals.
Right.
And both of those deals
we now own $2.5 million worth of mobile home parks. And how much did we take out of our pocket to buy them?
Zero.
In fact, we put in $25,000. I mean, we got $25,000 in our pocket, or was it $40,000 in our pocket? I think it was $40,000 in our pocket. Yeah, $40,000 in our pocket.
What was it?
We buy these 2 homes, we buy these 2 parks, and we end up with $40,000 in our pocket. Right?
Yeah, for the business, right? Correct. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
In our pocket, right? And then
we have 2 mobile home parks, and we rent the units.
And we rent the units. We're making money. And,
correct.
And
we have beach house.
And we have a beach house.
And two docks, and lifts.
Right. So things are very good over there. You just got to relax. And then we got Debbie, who panics over money, too.
I do. I'm getting better, but I still kind of get myself a little stressed out. But I'm getting better.
So
the thing is, because I moderate FIQ. I'm not in FIQ.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Well, you did it last time.
Yeah, I did do a lot of it last time.
So the big thing is, you got to not let money dictate your emotions. You make decisions based on sound, rational thinking today. And you maybe even write those decisions down. That's how the whole covered call thing works, right? Or the whole stock option thing works, right? We write down today what we're going to buy the stock. When the stock hits a certain price, we're going to buy the stock option at that price, right?
Correct.
Also, on the covered calls, we trade on a specific day. It doesn't matter what the stock market's doing that day. If it's up, down, backwards, sideways, it doesn't matter. We trade on that day.
You understand that this is the reason the covered call is an easier path for people to be active for the first time. Because stocks for many people are intimidating because of the big screens and watching those screens and being stressed over those screens all day long.
That's correct.
And the way we teach it is a very, very not intimidating way,
Right.
that you basically forget about it. And I'm thinking about the way I explained it to the teenager yesterday in Shady Brook. Every way that can go ahead, you are a winner.
That's right. If the stock market goes up,
You're a winner anyway.
So the crazy thing is, if the stock market goes sideways, you make the most money. If the stock market goes up, you still make money. And if the stock market goes down, you just make a little bit less money.
Correct.
That's all it is. And
Correct.
it's amazing how easy it is to do this technique once you understand it.
Now, think about that. Almost everybody have stocks.
Right.
Sometimes they don't hold them personally.
Sure.
They have it through their
registered
retirement or whatever,
okay.
whatever, right?
Right.
Correct. But everybody have stocks. All those people that have stocks and they have no idea what's going on with them. What if I will tell you right now that just by doing something with the stock that I have, I am making, I'm talking about myself, not about your fund, I am making between 6 to 8% every month. This is a stock that I have. It's exactly like you have stocks, and I'm making on the stocks that I'm having 6 to 8% a month with a very low risk.
Yeah.
So if you want to ask us, what are you talking about? Give us a call at 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. If you want to learn about that, which is the best way, go to investorschooling.com.
So it's interesting that you say this because it's so weird, right? People come to me all the time like, this can't be true. These numbers can't be right. It can't be. And then they come as students and it's the same thing like, this better be real. I don't
This
believe
better
it.
be real.
I don't believe it, right? And then sure enough, after 2 or 3 months, you're like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing. And the numbers are real.
Yeah.
And the risk is very low. It's not zero. It's just low.
The risk is basically the same risk you have if you own a drawer stock. If you own a stock and you wait for it to do what it will do over the next 10, 15 years.
Maybe.
It's basically the same risk.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same risk.
Why?
Because I think it's so you're probably right. It probably is the same risk, but the reward of this holding the stock over a long period of time. No, well. I'm going to say I'm going to have to say it is the same risk.
The only case it won't be the same risk is when you sell far off the money.
Right.
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. Either way, this is a great technique if you want to learn it. I mean, it's funny. Like we talk about real estate all the time. We talk about other things all the time. But nobody wants to talk about anything but cover calls right now.
Right now, yeah.
Which is why we did a class on real estate this past week.
I know. We have to. It's like every once in a while, we're like, we still do real estate. You guys should come by and still do real estate.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still hot and heavy in real estate. I'm buying that property in Philly in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're buying a lot of real estate, which is really cool.
Yeah, so I'm buying one property in Philly in 2 weeks, and then we just got my flights for Arkansas, so I'm buying 2 properties when I go out in Arkansas. We're closing on Wednesday that I'm out there, so I'm really excited about that.
And how much money have you taken out of your pocket to buy this property, or will be taken out of your pocket?
None, actually.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
Absolutely none.
You're buying real estate with no money out of your pocket?
Yeah, 3 properties. 3 properties.
Is that
no
really
money.
possible?
That's really possible. So I'm pretty excited about it. I'm really excited about it. So
it's funny. That's another thing. So people don't believe that we can make 7 or 8% on our money every month, and they don't believe that we can buy properties without any money. And then we sit there and we show them every week. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. And then eventually they start to do it, and they're like, "Wow, this really works."
Yeah.
And it's very funny how the crazy people just don't get it, right? All right, let's talk to Nancy. What's up, Nancy?
Hello, kids. How are you today?
So Nancy, what a perfect example Nancy is. So Nancy was on the phone with us, like 6 months ago or something, right? And we said, and she was talking about, she's heard us before. And
you still owe me dinner.
I still owe you dinner for this, right? And we're supposed to bring Nancy with us. And I basically said to Nancy, Nancy, you've been listening to us for so long. Why don't you come to investor schooling? And she's like, okay, I will. And I actually bet Omri that you wouldn't show. He said you would show.
Yeah.
I bet you wouldn't show. But go ahead, Nancy, tell us a story.
Well, I want to talk about something else instead. It was a great story. You guys made a bet, and I did show, and it's amazing. I'm super happy. It's the best thing I ever did. But I have something really good happening right now, and I can't really talk about it on the air, but I'm going to set up a coaching appointment with Larry because it's going to be amazing. And this has to do with that chart, that little chart that I made you the other day.
Oh, yeah,
I got, yes. Well, I got the hubby in.
Ooh, really?
He's in.
Oh, that's great.
Is he going to come to class on Thursday?
That's inappropriate.
No, he's still not going to come to class. Eventually, I'm going to get him in. I'm going to get him there.
Coaching appointment. Have him meet me.
If I can do that, he's turning one of our properties over to me completely. I mean, I own it anyway.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
But I'm going to take the HELOC. I'm going to take the HELOC out, and I'm going to move forward on that really cool infinite banking thing that you.
Oh yeah, good idea. Absolutely.
Gave a class on.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we're ready. I'm ready.
That's awesome.
By the way,
I'm super excited about it.
Apparently, Kimmy is a fan of yours too. She's putting messages in the chat. She's saying that she loves Nancy.
I love Kimmy.
I know.
and I know that Kimmy is Omri's, bestie, but I am also Omri's bestie fan too. So
there you go.
Nancy
over
at
fans you got.
I know. See, I thought Nancy liked me because she did the caricature of me, and I sent her that stuff. But apparently, I'm
you
not.
couldn't wait for her to say that.
I know. I don't rank here.
Nobody's a fan of mine.
Nobody's a fan of Larry, but it's okay.
No, I do love Larry. I do. You know what? I love everybody at the school. I would recommend it to everybody. If you haven't shown up it's a free class. I mean, it's free.
It's free.
Just show up.
Just show up.
Yeah, everybody likes free. So I don't know why people wouldn't just.
So you know what they do, Nancy? This is what they do, right? They go, "Oh, it's free. It's free. So there must be a catch." Yeah, there is a catch. We're gonna teach you something, and if you enjoy what you like, we'll give you an opportunity to become a student. If not, who cares? Just come and learn something, right?
Correct.
Didn't you learn something the first day you came?
Yes. So what people might not understand is it's not a sales call. When you show up at the class, they're going to talk about all this stuff. You have no idea what they're talking about. But now I do.
Something. Right, you learned something.
And
exactly
it's only been a couple months, and it's, amazing.
Cool. I like stories like this. What do you think, Omri?
It's great.
This is what gets me up in the morning.
Nancy is one of the recent ones, so I think it shows exactly.
And I noticed, everybody says the same thing, well, if you make so much money, then why do you teach other people how to make money?
So I want to answer that because you can't answer that.
Why?
Okay? You have a sickness.
Yeah, what's that?
And
I have a lot of sicknesses.
I know. But one of them is you can't sit still.
Well, that's true.
You can't sit still.
But I can do a lot of other things.
That's why, even when you said you will do a relaxed day at home, you find something to do.
Right.
And even though you tried to retire a few years ago, it didn't work well for you.
No.
So that's the problem. I know. But
wait a minute. But why do I do what I do? Why do I wake up every morning and come here and teach people how to make money?
So if you let me finish, because you have a sickness, you have to watch you benefit everybody else.
That's it.
And you want to see and get those success stories.
That's right.
And that's why you are mad about people that don't do much.
That's exactly
right. The word mad is exact here. It's not disappointed. It's not annoyed. You are mad at people that don't do. Because I believe that there is enough for everybody. It's not that if somebody else will make money, it means that I won't be able to make money. There is enough for everybody.
Even Elon Musk could make more money. And he will, by the way.
Everybody, yeah.
And believe me, Elon Musk doesn't go to work every day going, I need to pay my bills this week, so I got to become the first trillionaire. It's not how that works.
Everybody were thinking about his crazy salary from Tesla, remember?
Right, who cares?
A few months ago.
Right, he doesn't do it every month. He does it to make a difference. This, he's making a major difference in the world. I'm making a major difference with, maybe 1,000 people. And that's what matters to me. I get up in the morning, I make a difference. If I make a difference, great. One day I'm going to die, and there's going to be a legacy of people who I made a difference for.
Yeah.
And that's what matters to me. And that's when your life is good. When you're leaving that kind of legacy. Now, a money legacy is great.
I'm 100% agree with that.
But the legacy of saying of Nancy going, wow, Larry really helped me, or Omri really helped me, or Debbie really helped me.
But legacy with kids is I believe you could never be happy with legacy with kids, because unless it's a mini-me and you have a kid that is exactly like you will never be happy. Who knows? If my son would like to be a firefighter, my daughter she would like to be an author, right? An author, the person who write books.
Oh, an author. Okay.
An author.
I thought he was an otter.
Are you done, all of you? I appreciate it.
What are you saying? We don't know what you're trying to say.
Okay. If you understood me, please call 855-939-1137. So you never know if they will be what you want them to be, right? The kids can be the legacy in my eyes. The legacy is something that you do, and it's for you. It doesn't move on when you're gone.
You want to make your sperm work. I get it.
Your sperm work.
Seriously, that's where you're going to go with that?
You see, my jokes are spread all over. Spread.
I got that.
I'm done.
Right.
I'm done. I'm just saying. Think about that.
I had this conversation with my kids, and if I passed, and my husband wasn't around, my youngest daughter would keep everything, all my properties the way they are. Because she's like, whatever it is, it's working and I'm not touching it. And my oldest daughter, she's like, I would sell everything and get the money. And I'm like, wow, I'm like.
But here's the thing, right? So I told my kids, same thing. I told my son, I say, listen, when you die, first of all, it's already in his name. When you die, this is all yours, right? And you can do anything you want. You can keep the properties, you can sell the properties. And I looked him straight in the face, I said, because I don't care, because I'll be dead.
I don't know, whatever. But this is actually why my youngest has, full control when I die. Anyway.
People are making fun of your accent online right now.
I know.
That's fine.
Actually really funny.
Okay.
So it looks like Kimmy said that you said otter, and somebody else said that's what Omri thinks.
That's what Omri
thinks. Do you think about the animal otter?
Yeah.
When I say that's what they think.
That's why we didn't understand what you were saying.
Okay, I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Omri.
Okay.
All right, Nancy, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling. We love you. You're awesome.
Yes.
We'll see you on Thursday. Monday, we're closed because of Memorial Day, and I need another day in the pool.
Yes, we all need another day in the pool. We actually very disappointed that we
so
still haven't been invited.
I was setting up tomorrow. It was a day to have you guys come over.
You're going to invite us tomorrow?
Yeah, every day that it's raining,
we are invited.
You're invited.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we expected.
Yeah.
So if you want to join us, 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. And maybe Larry will invite you to his pool. Commercial, please.
Hey, this is Larry.
You are clear.
Times are you going to listen to my voice before you finally go to investorschooling.com.
If we will have many calls right now, you are in a big
problem. You're going to learn real estate investing. You're going to learn stock options trading. You're going to learn things about money that you didn't even know existed. Go to investorschooling.com right now. Oh my goodness. This Thursday, investorschooling.com, and take that free class. See you there. Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. I've been talking about myself for all these years. Now it's time for you to hear from one of our great clients.
Investor Schooling lives up to the promises. Larry's a great teacher. Teaches about the whole new approach to thinking about money. I've taken to heart many of the things that he's taught me, and my financial life has improved.
Come to Investor Schooling, and you could be just like Charlie and change your financial life. Go to investorschooling.com. We will see you Thursday.
Not yet?
Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that we have a radio show right here on WPHT every Saturday at 1 o'clock? It's called The Larry Steinhouse Show. And you want to listen to this show because it's a live show and you can call in. In fact, here's the call-in number.
855-939-1137.
And when you call in, you can ask us questions about real estate, the stock market, even politics. Make sure you tune in Saturday, 1 o'clock. This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling.
Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse. Do you want to become a public adjuster and take control of your career? My friend Peter Bodorenko, he runs Public Adjusting Academy, and he's hosting a complimentary class to show you exactly how to get started.
No, but is
learn
he
the
still
ins
do
and
the
outs of the
classes?
industry, gain valuable skills,
Yeah. Does he
and
still
start
do
your
the
journey
classes?
toward a rewarding career,
still do it?
helping people
Yeah,
get the
but
claims they
we dropped the
deserve. Sign up today at
I said that there were certain spots that you didn't want anymore.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, you need to drop that one.
It's not terrible. It's just that, he's not paying anymore. It's an opportunity to start a new career and make a real difference.
The public adjuster one.
Yeah.
Link.
I'll
Stick.
I'll send another note to Frank.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I told him.
You have a house for them?
I still have Dan Jones Marketing too. Do you still want that one, or
no
is
good
that
either.
one?
Yeah.
No good. All right.
And you will learn how to be. We have a complimentary class this Thursday night, and this way you can get hugs from your tenants too. Go to investorschooling.com. We'll see you Thursday night at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
They don't know that we hear them. Hey, this.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know you hear us. Yeah.
Back in 30.
Somebody texted me the other day. Do you know
about
that
coming
when
to
I
see
was
me because you
listening
don't
to
want to
you,
invest in
yeah.
real estate because you don't want to deal with toilets, trash, or tenants. I'm going to teach you a way that
Thank
you
you
don't
for
have to
letting
deal
us
with
know
toilets, trash, or tenants, or even own any real estate and invest in real estate at the same time. You want to learn this, so go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com and take a complimentary class this Thursday. And I promise you, no toilets.
Coming back.
Program is paid for by Investor Schooling.
Oh, I thought that was going to be Rocky. Looks like it was going to be the Rocky thing.
Yeah, actually.
It started like an investigation show.
Yeah, maybe.
Today, we will see what the pastor did outside to this family. That's how it sounds.
What?
Maybe.
What?
Yeah. Don't you know those investigation shows?
All right.
What?
You ready?
Who are we? What are we?
What are we? We are the Larry Steinhouse Show.
Yes, we are.
And welcome back to Larry Steinhouse Show. And I'm here with Omri Morad.
Yes.
And I'm here with Dr. Deb Anderson.
She need to be first.
I know she's supposed to be first. I kind of messed that up. I know. Wait, let me do that right. We're here with Dr. Deb.
Yes.
I'm here with Omri Morad.
Yes.
Because, Dr. Deb always comes first.
She's
my license plate came in. Did you see that on my
license plate? It's
the
so
license
cool.
plate? So it says
What does your
Dr.
license
Prez.
plate say?
Dr. Prez.
Dr. Prez. So if
Dr.
you come
Prez.
to Investor Schooling and you see Debbie's blue BMW, because she deserves it.
Yes.
Right, her brand new BMW blue.
Brand new blue BMW.
The brand new blue BMW. Boy, that's hard to say. You'll see it says Dr. Prez.
Dr.
on the license
Prez.
plate. So the other day I was actually out. I was buying furniture, and sure enough, I see Dr. Deb's car outside. And I took a picture of it and sent it to her.
Have you chose?
You should have come. You should have come in.
So I would have been, but it was ringing.
Where
in,
was
and
it?
we were already
The
outside.
floor and decor
That's
thing?
floor and decor.
Yeah,
I was
the
there with
day
my husband.
Where
we
were
looking
you?
for floors.
I was at Bob's Furniture. So we ordered a bunch of furniture for one of our rooms. So we have these rooms that we don't even go into.
Yeah,
our
I
house.
know.
Like we don't even. I went into the room last night because the furniture came. I'm like, wow, this room's really nice.
Yeah, I want to see my room one day.
It's just really nice. Like
Yeah.
there's 5 rooms in our house that I've never been to.
Good.
So we're getting prepared for our cabana party. The
Cabana.
The cabana party in
Yes.
July.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting furniture because we have some people going to stay over. So we
nice.
want to make sure that we have all the rooms set up. So we're getting the furniture.
Okay.
So so I was
So
at
you
Bob's
went to
buying the
Bob.
furniture when
Okay.
I saw her next door, in the car next door.
Okay.
Well, not in the car. You saw
were
the
not in the
car.
car. Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
was
were in the car.
inside. Yeah.
But it was raining, so we were already outside, and I saw the car, and I'm like, let's just go.
It's time to be passport mommy. Can we move on? Yes, please. And by the way, a woman.
If it was passport mommy, we would sound
like
this.
A woman always needs to be first. Always.
That's correct. That's if you're
Always. A woman always have to be first.
That's correct.
It's in the books, by the way.
That's only unless you're a selfish man.
Are you? I don't know if you're being serious or if you're kidding with me right now.
No, I'm serious. A woman always needs to be first.
Okay.
Yes.
You do know what he's saying, right? It's a sexual reference.
I wasn't sure if that's where we were going or not.
Yeah, it's a sexual reference.
Yeah,
Are we done?
It always helps if the woman goes first because then it's
why it helps?
It's book.
Why does it help? So what?
Because it's a nice feeling.
And where does it put you?
It puts me done.
That's the point. So you're not part of the game anymore. So it's
But you know,
welcome to the Omri Stern show.
To the Larry Can we move on?
So I tell people all the time, if you listen to the show, it's a combination of Howard Stern and Jim Cramer. That's what we are. It's the funny thing.
It's basically what's going on.
We've been more Howard Stern than Jim Cramer lately. So why don't we talk
what
about
are we talking about? We're talking about covered calls for the first half of the show.
So why don't we talk about stock market real quick?
I want to talk about stock market.
Okay, why?
Because there is one rule that, because we have many rules, we have a bit of the rules for covered calls are a bit different than the rules when we do.
They're actually opposite.
They are. They're opposite.
Yeah, they are. You still buy in a down day, right? You still want to buy in a down day. There are rules that you want to keep. And one of the rules that
Remember, you never sell stock options on a down day.
So you know that you never saw. No. Of course not. I'm talking about the stock.
Right.
The stock.
No, that's not one of the rules. One of the rules is never sell stock options.
One of the rules is always have money for down days.
Right. Correct.
And I want to tell you something about what I experienced last week, because I waited for. Now it could be worse. It could be better. We never know with stocks, but. When with AAL, what we experienced last week was crazy.
It was exactly what I expected.
No, you expected Monday, Tuesday. It took a few more days.
Okay.
I got you, but I want to tell you something.
Right.
I had the ability not to close the call. I'm sorry, not to sell the stock when I will get the call from Charles Schwab. I had the ability to find a way and to keep the stock with me and not sell it until it will go to where I want it, which was the 13.5. Correct? That's what I should have done.
What?
That's what I should have done.
You mean when you had the call?
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Increase. Did you
make money?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I lost a bit.
Okay.
But that's, I must say here in the radio, that's because of a different stupid thing that I tried to do.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say, I can't see how you didn't make money when it had 13.25.
It didn't.
Yeah,
so it wasn't.
I sold all mine at 13.25, and I made money on every single one of those plays.
The previous Friday.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I mean,
Friday.
I made so much money on every single one of those calls.
Okay, awesome.
Same thing with Rivian. I just sold Rivian the other day. I only made on that one. I only made maybe on that play. So this is not a cover call. This is a regular call.
Correct. Yeah.
I made something like 18%, and I was down in the play for so long that I just took the 18%.
Okay. So yeah, to me, because I waited for a certain price to just break even, which was in my case the price was 13.5.
Okay.
I waited for it. I was very close, but I said, you know what? No. My out price is 13.5.
Good.
And I stayed there.
Good.
And when it was about to expire, I decided to go on.
That's fine.
Exactly.
That's fine.
And not do that.
That's fine.
But my new rule is always
remember that those
have
rules
money on the side.
Right, but remember those rules are made. The whole point of the rules of the Crazy Options Trader, when I created the rules many years ago, the whole set of the rules was so that you mitigate your losses and don't lose money in every trade.
Correct.
Right, that's the point, right? So if you have a bad month or just you make mistakes, you don't lose all your money, and that's what the whole point of the rules were. So you had a trade that went bad, right? It went bad, and it started going good again. You had just enough time to grasp it because the rules taught you how to keep that time, right?
Yeah.
And you had just enough time to get, and you lost just a little bit of money, where most people in that play would have lost all their money.
Correct.
And that's the difference. So it was a bad play. You lost maybe 10%?
Of my investment?
Yeah, of the play.
More.
Okay, well, whatever.
More, but yeah, it doesn't matter.
You didn't lose all your money. It's the whole point, right?
Correct.
All right, cool. So I'm trying to think what else. So who? Oh, okay. Carl, I'm just looking at the messages and I can't read them. What you say? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's the whole point. The whole point is what we teach people. Number one, the covered calls is the greatest way to make money. It's simple and very safe.
Correct.
Regular calls, you make more money. You make more money. You have the potential to make more money. You have the potential to make a lot of money.
With higher risk.
Right, with higher risk, exactly. But
Correct.
it's not super high because of what we teach it, right? Mm-hmm. So like the covered calls, like a 3-4 risk. Regular calls is maybe a 6-7 risk.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. And we also teach you not to put all your money into this.
Correct.
Don't bet the farm. Even in a fund, right? Like, so people come to me all the time, like the fund that we have. They'll come to me like, I have $1 million. I want to put $1 million in the fund because if you put $1 million in the fund, you're going to get, $30,000 a month, which is a lot of money, right? And I'm like, that's great, but if it's your whole $1 million, I'm not going to allow you to do it. I'm only going to let you put in half because things happen.
You never know.
I can make a mistake, and or the market or something really bad can happen in the stock market, like really bad. Like a correction's nothing. We the correction's easy. Even a black swan event like a COVID or a 9/11 could affect this account. Now the interesting thing is we have a plan for that, and we actually tested the plan during the last downturn, the last correction, and it worked perfectly. It worked exactly how I said it was going to work. But in a black swan event, it takes longer to recover.
Correct.
So it may take a year to recover. So when you were making, maybe you're making 3% consistently on whatever money it was. Let's say it was 100,000, you were consistently getting $3,000. You may only get $500 for about 6 or 7 months.
It will still be the 3%.
Well, but it's 3% of a different number, right?
Correct.
But I'm talking about the original number. So that's where, but the 100,000 eventually comes back. As long as we keep doing it the way we do it,
correct,
it'll eventually come back. It's just that we have to wait for it, and that's why I tell people I don't, because look, you never know. Somebody may say, something emergency happens, blah blah blah. I got to get my $1 million right now. I'm like, well, it's not worth $1 million at the moment. You want to wait a couple more months, it'll be worth $1 million again. So that's why I'm really careful on on that. I also believe in diversification. I have a bunch of real estate. It moves a lot slower than this. I have Bitcoin that moves crazily. I mean, it's just insane. As a matter of fact, what happened? I put $95,000 into my Bitcoin account the other day, and the freaking day that I put the money in, I decided that I'm going to buy it that day. It was the highest it was in the last 6 months. Now it's down $8,000 since then. But it'll come back. But it's the same thing. It's like, oh, really? The day I bought it, really? And it's funny because people do that all the time, right? All right, we're going to talk about Danielle in Newtown. What's up, Danielle?
Hey, Larry, how are you?
Oh,
Deb.
This is my favorite jeweler.
I have a question. It is.
Oh, right. Well, we got to ask you a question, then I'm going to tell a story about you.
Okay. All right. My question is, I'm having a little trouble hearing you. Hold on one second. Okay, so my question is about Victoria's Secret stock. What do you think?
Victoria's Secret? I don't know. I mean, Victoria, really?
Yes.
Out of all the stocks in the world, Victoria's Secret? Do you own it?
Yes.
Why?
2 shares because they are rebranding.
Okay, hold on a second.
And I think it's a good move.
Hold on a second. Victoria's Secret is... do you know the symbol? Because I don't think
VSCO.
What is it?
VSCO. VSCO.
VSCO.
I can't forget. VSCO.
V.
V is in Victor.
Oh. Yeah. V is in Victor, S is in Sam,
yeah.
C is in Charlie, R was in Onyx.
VSCO. Let me see what I got here. Victoria's Secret & Company. It's at 52? Wow, I'm shocked. So based on what I see, I mean, it's an okay stock. The PE is 27, which means it's selling for 27 times what the profit is, which I don't know. I mean,
it's not crazy. Yeah.
It's also very high right now. I like really high. Like when did you buy it?
Recently.
You bought it in the 40s and 50s?
Let me see. I'd have to look and see exactly when.
It's like recently, anytime after December,
50.
you paid.
Actually, 50. Yes.
Yeah, you pay too much.
Yes.
You pay too much for it. You're gonna
51.
It's gonna cut in half. It's gonna be down to 25 in the next 3 months.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I got bad news for you, but that's what's gonna happen. So it's the highest it's been in
that's
5
okay.
years, and that's not good. So, yeah, you got to be really careful when you're buying stocks like this. Just never buy a stock at its highs. If you're buying stocks at its highs, the odds are it's going to go down. At least wait and see if the chart tells you anything. If I look at the 3-month chart here, if I look at the 3-month chart, it hit 65 a little while ago. At the beginning of the 3-month chart, it hit 65. Right now, it's sitting at 52. It's got to go. According to this, it's got to go to 55 again. I don't think it's going to, but it's got to go to 55 again fast. and then break through that number really fast to get back to the 60s. And if you want to take a little bit of risk and wait till it hits 60 and get out, do that. But I'm not a fan of what I see in this stock. It doesn't pay a dividend. You know, the PE's right where it's supposed to be, 27, and even that's maybe even a little high. The beta is 2.23, which means it's super volatile. So it's not a great stock. It's not. I mean, I would even use it as a covered call stock. I wouldn't even use your money on this. It was a joke.
I laughed.
Right? So I do this all the time. So so this is the other interesting thing. I analyze stocks every Thursday. Actually, the stock option consultant comes on stage and analyzes stocks every Thursday. And this would be one that I would definitely say stay away from. It's too high. Be careful. Get out. If you make a little bit of profit on it, get out, and then don't do it again. That's my suggestion. So here's the other thing.
All right.
Why did you buy
Sounds
it?
good. Thanks.
Why did you buy it?
Well, because my kids have been finally talking about Victoria's Secret, and they are rebranding, and they just hired, at the moment I can't think of her name, this like crazy famous model, and they are they're making a lot of moves as far as, you know, the target market is changing a little bit.
So they're going back to they're going back to their original target market, right? Their original target market. They're not talking. They're not talking about you know, people, fat women who are 350 pounds wearing a G-string.
Your words, not mine.
You ever saw that?
You know, I was in.
I had this discussion with you so many times.
Did you ever see that?
I so much don't agree with you.
It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I so much don't agree with you.
No. Look. Listen.
We had this discussion.
I don't have a problem with people who are attracted to fat women. I don't have a problem with it. But
it's not the people. Every word you say, you make it worse.
The picture that they put up in front of the stores, it was disgusting. It really was. It was like, let's find the ugliest, most fattest.
So I was at the mall today.
Parts hanging off models, and the parts hanging off the models covered this thing they were wearing.
So
it was like looking at a blob.
Apparently, you're right, because they're not doing as well. But I will tell you one thing.
They instantly lost their whole market.
To me, it's the best marketing.
So
because to me the marketing was
an average
marketing
woman,
was
maybe a 160-pound woman, that's fine, but not a 350-pound woman. I'm sorry, it does not work.
To me was, and I had the line underneath. The line underneath was make everybody look sexy. That was the line.
I don't think that. I don't think that works.
That didn't look sexy.
I mean,
it didn't even look anything. It was like, really. It almost looks like they purposely made it worse.
Well, you know what if I was trying to say, when I went to the mall today and I actually passed by Victoria's Secrets, and they did have a poster out front, and there was, the thing that is throwing me off is that they had a woman who was, you know, just like a regular, well, she was definitely probably, I don't know, maybe a size 6 or a size 4, a smaller woman.
Okay.
And then they had a bigger woman next to her who was clearly at least
12, 14?
Bigger than that, no. So she's probably 18, 20. So she was probably, you know, solid 300 pounds, you know. And the other thing that I saw was
300? You sure?
Solid, yeah.
Okay.
Solid.
I wouldn't call it solid. I would call that flab, but okay.
Whatever. But like the whole thing it does is make her look bigger when she's standing right next to the woman who's like literally a twin.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, all it does is make her look worse. It doesn't make her look better. It makes her look, whether she's wearing lingerie or not, it doesn't make her look better. You know,
Victoria's Secret was going after a market of sexy women, or women who wanted to look sexy like the models. Nobody looks like the models, right? But if you want to buy your wife, and even if your wife's a size 12 or 14, fine. You're buying your wife the stuff that looks good because you have a fantasy that your wife will look this good when she puts it on, and they will. That's what you're talking about, Omri, right? But if you're going to show another woman with that's so fat that the stuff hangs over the outfit, you can't even see the outfit. Why do you? I want to take my skinny wife and make her look like that. That's what I want to do. I mean, really? That doesn't even make any sense.
It's confident.
No, that's not confidence. It's stupidity.
You should count.
Well, just because it comes in that size doesn't mean you should wear it.
It's like having Dylan Mulvaney be a Bud Light commercial. I mean, that
was ridiculous.
I mean, it's the same stupidity. It's like, we want to be inclusive because we want to lose all our money and we don't want to piss off the 1% of the people in the planet who are trans.
Did they ever recover from that? Did they ever recover? Did Bud ever recover? They're starting to recover from that?
I will choose a confident wife on a fit wife.
I have no problem with that.
That's what I would choose.
I agree with you, but you're missing the point.
Yeah,
the
I was going to say, I think you're missing the point.
Should not have been a 350-pound woman in an outfit that doesn't fit her.
You will come to my pool, and then we'll continue this discussion.
Listen, I see women walk by, and every once in a while I look at them and go, just because they make it in your size doesn't mean you should wear it.
Yeah.
And that was exactly what I saw in that Victoria's Secret. I mean, I actually wish I took pictures of it because you'll never see it again, right? I wish I took pictures of it and I would have saved it. And I would have said, this is how dumb brands can be. Right? And now there's also companies out there that make lingerie for oversized women. And they had their own niche. Victoria's Secret's niche was not this. Victoria's Secret's niche was something else,
I think it was.
Anyway, Danielle, I got real quick because I got like 1 minute, so I got to tell you real quick. So I got to tell the story.
Right.
So I saw this. I said Danielle's my favorite jeweler. So this is a story that happened to me. I was online, and sure enough, I see on Facebook Marketplace, I see this Rolex watch come up, and I already have that kind of watch. It's a Datejust, but I wanted to buy it and keep it for a present for somebody in case I ever wanted to buy somebody a nice present. And it was a watch that typically would probably go in a used market, probably for around $7,500, $8,000, that watch, right? But it was listed for $4,000. And I'm like, wow, that's a really, really good price.
Yeah.
So there's one or two things. It's either stolen or it's fake.
Or fake.
Right? So, so I said to the guy, I said, listen, bring it to my office and I'll buy it. So I was going to give the guy $4,000 cash. So Danielle comes into the office, and she's an expert watch. What would you call yourself? A watch evaluator? What would you call yourself?
Authenticator.
There you go, authenticator. That's a much better word, right? So I have her come in, and she has a fee. That's fine. And she the funny part was the guy actually let you video on your camera, let you video the conversation you have with him. Right. I mean, you have to see it one day.
Yeah.
Right. And while she's looking at the watch, and I was pretty amazed because I'll tell you, when you took that watch out of the box, I looked at it and go, wow, that's really nice. That's really nice watch. Right. And, the box looked off, but it didn't look wrong to me. So it turns out that she pulls me aside. She goes, this is fake as, and she goes, that's how bad it was, right? It was terribly fake. And she said everything was bad, fake. The box was fake, the warranty card was fake, the watch was bad, and blah, blah, blah. But I got to run, Danielle, because I'm out of time. So I want to thank all our listeners. So, by the way, real quick, Danielle, how can people get a hold of you? Real quick. Oh, too late. All right, never mind. All right, quick.
Danielle Marie Fine Jewelers.
Do it again.
Danielle Marie Fine Jewelers on Facebook.
Danielle Marie, okay, good. All right, thanks to all you listeners. I want to thank Omri for being here. Of course, Dr. Deb for being here. Of course, the
Sweet
Glenn Page for doing a great job producing our show. We'll see you guys in a couple of minutes for show number 2.
This program is paid for by Investor School.
Clear.
Thank you, sir.
Grammar solely those of Investor Schooling or their guests and do not reflect the opinions of WPHT or Odyssey.
WPHT, WOGL HD3 Philadelphia. From the Piazza Auto Group Studios, experience the power of one with 8 brands and 25 locations. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Seriously?
The instructor challenged us to find the right piece.
Why is farts funny in any way? It's ridiculous. Just a longer recording.
He's turning red. He's laughing so hard.
It could be he recorded himself earlier.
It could be.
I didn't expect it to go on that long.
Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania. T&Cs apply. In Apple.
Find unbeatable savings during Ashley's Memorial Sale.
But I don't like
Save
it.
up to 20% on all Ashley furniture. Or enjoy 60 months no interest financing with no minimum purchase. These Memorial Day deals won't last,
Oh my God,
so
that was
now's the time to
hysterical.
upgrade. Shop today at Ashley.
If you're struggling to
Makes me wanna
hear
go
conversations,
clean my
TV,
pants.
or the
Yes.
people you love, now there's an easier, more affordable solution without spending thousands. Audion Hearing makes high-quality, rechargeable hearing aids
So the
starting at
person
just
who said your
$98
accent is
with
awesome,
free
Omri,
shipping
don't
and
let them make
dedicated
fun
one-on-one
of
support in the
us
comfort of your own
immigrants.
home.
I don't know who
No
you are.
doctor's
For some
offices,
unknown
no
reason,
pressure. Clearer
it
hearing
doesn't
delivered
come up.
right to your door.
So
Join
please
over
let
1
me
million
know.
happy customers hearing life more clearly. Visit
I know who it
audionhearing.com.
is.
That's
I know exactly who it is.
AUDIEN
It's Svetlana.
hearing.com.
Let's take a moment to breathe.
I can take
Deep
it.
inhale.
That's funny.
Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing.
My goodness.
If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side.
30 seconds.
Now you do. Welcome to the Larry Steinhouse show.
30 seconds.
Exhale slowly.
Wow, that's annoying.
Find mental health resources at
I give you a
loveyourmindtoday.org.
bit.
This message
Welcome
is brought
to
to
the
you
Larry
by the
Steinhouse
Hudson
show.
Mental Health Institute
We
and
will
the
wake
Ad
up the
Council.
people.
A bit of what?
Of first-class care,
Beat
you
up.
will never receive
Beat.
a bill.
A beat.
The only
Beat
thing
up.
we had to worry about was just keeping this
Yeah, you
area
definitely need
comfortable.
to.
So,
St. Jude, St.
if you
Patrick.
come first,
Finding
you'll just
Stand
lay
by.
there?
at stjude.org.
Stand by.
Paid for by Investor Schooling. All opinions
Because
are statements expressed on the program are solely
I
those of
keep
Investor
saying,
Schooling
no.
or
We are living in a world. I'm sorry. This is
Wait,
the.
the show started in 30 seconds. Stop.
With my hands up, Papa.
From the Piazza Premium Automobile Studios,
Tabata.
powering your drive with 10 brands and 20 locations. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
You are hot.
Oh my goodness. The stuff that happens in between shows is a little rough. All right.
Why they stop us? Why people stop us and not keep recording us constantly?
I have to. They're listening online, though.
Yes, yes, they should.
I have to go to the intro because nobody knows what they're listening to.
We have two people. Yeah.
Right. All right, welcome back to the Larry Steinhouse Show. If you're just joining us, I'm Larry Steinhouse, and I'm here with the full crew. Dr. Deb Anderson, who always
comes
first.
Right?
She
always comes first.
Right?
She must. And then.
And then I'm just there.
If you were listening in between shows and watching online, you would have totally got that. Or if you're listening to the other show, you heard that too.
If my wife will do that, I'm calling 911.
Wow. Welcome to the Howard Stern Show again. Anyway, all right. Dr. Deb keeping us intelligent and on track, and Omri Morad doing his best to make sure that doesn't happen. That's pretty good. All right. We're broadcasting live from Investor Schooling headquarters, and if you missed the first hour, don't worry. We're just getting warmed up.
Yes.
This hour, we're diving deeper into stock options.
We'll try.
Okay. I just thought you were going to comment on the words diving deeper.
Oh, jeez.
I had
That's who
enough.
he is.
You know, it's
like working with 4-year-olds.
It's like Beavis and Butthead here, you know?
It totally is Beavis and Butthead.
Diving deeper into stock options, real estate, interest rates, investing strategies, and the financial decisions that can make or break your future. Like listening to this show. All right. We'll also talk to you about what's happening in the economy and how the latest headlines may affect your investments, your business, and or your wallet. Remember, this isn't just a show where we talk to you. It's a show where we talk with you.
And it's better, actually. So call us. 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. Enjoy the madness and have a fabulous day with us. 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137.
All right. Whether you got a question about real estate, stock market, or you're looking to buy a stock, we actually had last show, we were talking to somebody about a stock, and we were saying, get out of that stock quick.
Yeah.
If you want to know more about mortgaging your mortgage you're considering, and maybe your retirement planning, or maybe a financial situation you're just trying to figure out, give us a call. Chances are, if you're wondering about it, someone else is too.
Correct.
So do them a favor and talk about it.
Oh, I like that. That's the elementary school best tip.
Yeah.
What?
Don't be afraid to ask questions because there is another person who is afraid to ask. Exactly.
Right, exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh.
All right. Don't forget, every Thursday night we host a free class at Investor Schooling.
How much it cost?
It's free.
It's free?
It doesn't cost anything.
Completely. Wow. Okay.
You know
how people can register?
They can go to
investorschooling.com.
So if you knew, why'd you ask me?
I have no idea. That's investorschooling.com.
I want to thank our sponsors. The first sponsor is
The Joe Keller from the Joe Keller from the Joe Keller team.
That's the second sponsor, but go ahead.
Okay, so Joe will be the person you would like to call to every need you have for a home mortgage.
Yeah.
And he will be the person that will help
mortgages.
you. Ah, really?
Yeah, he'll also do apartment buildings and stuff like that too.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And he will help you, especially if nobody else can help you with a complex, high-level property.
Right. He specializes in loans over $2 million.
Over $2
awesome.
million,
Right.
yeah.
Cool.
Something.
All right. And his phone number is 215-817-9084. 215-817-9084 if you want to reach out to him. And what's the other sponsor?
The other sponsor is the IS Fund, the Sultan Income. The SI Fund, the Sultan Income Fund.
Correct.
And if you want to know how we make a return, we can't mention because the lawyer told us we can't say it anymore. Please go to. Now it's you two. What? What has happened?
I'm just listening to you. You're making me laugh. Your accent makes me laugh.
I wonder if you didn't have the accent.
I'm trying
just
to
as
end.
Funny.
I'm trying to finish.
Are you trying to finish?
I am.
You gonna finish first?
The first that you were first
we need you to
doesn't
finish
mean
first.
that doesn't mean that.
You finish second?
So you can text the word Sultan.
You know, something happens the reverse way where the guy finishes
what
first
happened?
and then the woman doesn't at all.
No, I'm just saying if
I'm
we
just
are
saying
in the Me Too,
that happens more than you realize.
you know what's
if
interesting, right?
if
You know
this
what's
is the
interesting,
Me
Omri?
Too time,
I'm just saying that it happens more than you realize. That women just kind of put up with it. You know, where the guy finishes first and the woman doesn't at all.
so the problem is who is more active or who has the
you can both be active.
who is capable to be more active after they finish. I think that's the case here.
Who is more
Because
capable to be more active?
if you finish and you're like that, so probably you can finish first, right? But if you finish and like, okay, let's move on.
What the heck are we talking about?
I have no idea. Can we continue? If you want to be
it's
part,
supposed to be a financial show. I mean, I realize that with a lot of money, you could
do whatever
find more
you
women
want.
to finish
Exactly.
more often, but please.
I have no idea. I have no
Pay
idea.
more women to finish more. Is that what you said? Pay more women to finish more often?
You'll find more women to finish more often.
Find more women to
finish more. Yeah, I got you. I got him. Can we move on?
All right.
I really don't want to repeat that. I
don't.
want to sneak that in and make people giggle.
It's
to make people dwell on it.
It's the Victoria's Secret. The Victoria's Secret question brought us off rail completely. What? What's going on?
Oh, actually, I know what that is.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you got to remove that.
Yeah.
So let's continue because the Sultan Income Fund does deliver crazy return every month. So if you want to hear about it and learn how you can make a return, can I say how much?
You can say it. You can try to say it.
I will say, but then you will do a beep. Okay.
What?
So a return that is so great that our lawyer is not allowing us to tell you. You can text the word Sultan to the number 26786. Text the word Sultan 26786, and you will get more information.
There you go.
What else?
26786 Sultan.
No,
Hey, Larry.
It's for private placement. It's for private placement memorandum only.
Correct.
And accredited investors. Yeah, go ahead.
You remember the old match game show from the 70s?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
I'm just, and they would use a lot of double entendre and titillation because they couldn't say stuff on TV back then.
Right.
I was just thinking how Omri wouldn't last 3 seconds on that show because somebody would say something like making whoopee or some little reference, subtle reference, and Omri would just be like, so you were talking about when the woman crawls on the man and they are going at it. They would be off the air in 10 seconds.
I can't believe we're still on the air. I can't believe people listen to us. But then again, they can listen to Put Mommy and they can think Put Mommy.
Oh my God, move on. Move on already for that. Jeez.
Please save us. 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. If it sounds like fun, we assure you are correct. 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. Every funny or serious question you have about real estate, stocks, investment, anything at all, 855-939-1137.
Yes, if one of the things keeping you up at night is your financial situation, give us a call.
You know what? Whatever.
Debbie got it.
No, I got it, but we can help you with whatever keep you up at night. Everything that keep you up at night, we can help you with. 855-939-1137. And I'm leaving it there. Let's see who will call.
I'm not even sure how to make fun of you with that statement.
You don't.
There's many different directions to go.
I know. Let's move on.
All right, so I remember reading something, and I don't know how real it is, and maybe you can give me some guidance, because clearly I'm working with a bunch of 2-year-olds today, so I'm trying to move the conversation forward.
Please, don't give us that much credit.
It's actually Shabbos, so I'm...
Shabbos, there you go. You shouldn't even be here. You're a terrible Jew. Neither should we, actually. We're all terrible Jews. Anyway, I remember reading somewhere that they said that I understand that the real estate market is going to a downturn because like the properties prices are coming down, you know.
Yeah, it's not going to be.
Yeah, but I remember reading, and I know we don't necessarily trust what we read, but I remember reading something that they feel as though we're headed towards like a 2008 market. What are your thoughts on that?
Who said that?
I read it in some article.
So
So I don't think it's going to be like that. But
first of all, you realize
I hope so.
The 2008 market was not a major problem compared to 2011, which is when the absolute bottom was 2011.
Okay.
So 2008 kept going down until it hit 2011. That's when it started to go back up again. What was interesting was I bought a lot of properties in 11, 12, and 13, and that's why I did so well in the upturn. The thing, though, is a 2008 coming? I kept saying it was. I don't remember, but I kept saying it was. Now, I still have a feeling something bad's going to happen because we've been riding so long on this upswing. I'm not just real estate, but real estate, the stock market, everything. We're due. I mean, we are due for a recession. We're due for a real recession, like a 2008 type recession. We're just due. So I don't know. And when it's going to happen, I don't know. The cool thing is if you have real estate and you bought real estate correctly, then you could ride that storm no problem. Because if you bought a house, let's say you bought a house for, I don't know, $200,000, and you're renting the house for $2,300, and your payments and all your out-of-pocket expenses are $1,900, right? And you're making $400 a month, okay? If the market goes down, if the house that you bought for $200,000 is now worth, and it'll never happen, but it's now worth $100,000, who cares? It doesn't matter. You're still making your $400 a month anyway because you're renting it. You're still paying your mortgage. Nothing changes for you unless you're ready to sell it. If you're ready to sell it, then something changes for you. But don't sell when the market's down that far. That's why real estate is one of the greatest things because you can maintain it. You can hold it through these downturns as long as you bought it right. And when I say you bought it right, you didn't have to buy it for the right price, but you bought it so that you could rent it and make money on it. That's the mistake people make. They're like, I'm going to buy this property. I'm going to lose $600, $700 a month and then wait for the property to be worth more and then sell it. That's a big mistake. That's not how it works. You know, even when we bought this property in Richland Town, we got it for out of pocket about $300,000 total, right? Our plan was not to sell it. Our plan was to renovate it and turn it into something beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't have the time to do it right now.
Correct.
So we put it on the market. We said, all right, let's see if we get $500,000 for it, we'll be fine. We got $475,000 for it. It's not closed yet, but we got on the contract for $475,000, and we're like, you know what? Let's just take that. But that's not a normal play for us. We're not going to put money out and let it sit there to then turn it around and make. We made a lot of money. We made 50% on our money, which is fantastic in just a few months. But the point is that wasn't the plan. It just happened to be Plan B. And Plan B turned out really nice. But Plan A says if we don't sell that property, we're going to renovate it. And that's what you have to do. You have to make sure that any property you buy will cash flow. And if it cash flows, you're fine. It just doesn't matter.
And what you need to do is make sure that you get from your properties whatever you can now. If you are concerned about a recession, take as much of value you can in
like
a line,
or a line of credit,
exactly in a line or whatever you can. Do it now. You have a lot of properties, so why won't you consider to see if you can get one umbrella that will benefit you, and then you can pay many of them back to the lenders, because right now the rates are still very reasonable. I'm signing actually this Wednesday.
You sign that loan?
I'm signing
Good.
this
I'm
Wednesday 70% of the equity of my properties on one umbrella loan. One big umbrella loan. And I think it's great because I don't know if everything will drop. I I wish 2008 will come again, okay, because I'm still looking to buy. And in a way, I don't wish it because, it will hurt other people. But I do think that if we are believing that there is a risk and it can happen, act now and be prepared for it. Take as much as you can right now out of your properties. That's what you should do.
Yeah, that's another thing too, is never sell a property, always borrow against it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if you sell a property, you have to pay taxes.
Correct.
If you borrow against it, you now can take that money out tax-free.
Mm-hmm.
And you still have the property's still growing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great. It's actually, we talk about infinite banking using life insurance for infinite banking, but it's not the only vehicle.
No.
Properties, Bitcoin, and life insurance are the three great vehicles to use. As a matter of fact, we just did a class on that last week. I did a class on talking about all three of those and how you can use the same dollar to make money on that same dollar 3 times.
How many life insurances can one person have, and does that affect the amount of contribution you do in each one?
So technically, you can have all life insurance you want, but there's a underwriting procedure. It's like if you said, "Hey, I want to get a $100 million policy on you," the life insurance company would go, "Why do you want a $100 million policy?" So they're probably not going to underwrite. They're probably not going to approve you for it because there's no reason you should have a $100 million policy, right? But at the same time, if you're going to get a $100 million policy, you got to pay for the $100 million policy. It's not going to be cheap. It's going to be very, very expensive. So those are the limits. The limits are what you reasonably can make in a lifetime, your own lifetime, your lifetime based on what you're making now. And the other thing is what you reasonably can afford. So you can buy many life insurance policies. It's just a matter of whether you can afford to buy all those policies.
And you can buy them also on the kid's name, right?
So that's another thing. That's something you should do. You should, especially when your kids are young, you should buy policies on your children and overfund them because you can use that as an infinite banking policy, and then you can gift the policy to them when they turn 18. So now maybe they have some money in them. They'll have a lot of money in them, actually. If they have some money in them, and then they can use that money to borrow against to buy a house. That's a down payment on a house.
Yeah, or education.
Or college or whatever. Yeah, exactly.
So you don't touch them. You let them borrow from them.
That's up to you.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
And
you own the policy. You can do anything you want.
It will still make around 4% a year.
So it makes around 4% a year. It actually makes more because of dividends. But when you borrow against it, you're borrowing the same money. So that money continues to grow. So let's say you put $100,000 in, whatever, it continues to grow. At the end of the year, it's worth $104. Let's say I can't do the math because there's so many different pieces. But let's just use that and make it simple. $100,000, 4% a year becomes $104,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you borrowed out $80,000 of that money, it still becomes $104,000, and that $80,000 goes to work somewhere else. Maybe you buy a house with it, and then that $80,000 now does other work for you and makes you more money. So now that same $100,000 still continues to grow at 4% minimum, and the $80,000 starts to grow at whatever you bought with that starts to grow too. So that's the same dollar working twice.
Okay. I got you.
That's why I like the concept of infinite banking. Now I'm doing it with crypto. I'm also doing it with Bitcoin, and that one is it's not challenging. It's difficult because crypto moves so much. So like Bitcoin, I'm doing with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now is at 75. And, which limits how much money I can borrow against it. It's not a big deal. It just limits how much money I can borrow against it. So where I wanted to borrow $100,000 last week, if it hits 85, I can borrow $100,000. Today I could borrow $70,000 instead of $100,000. So it's no big deal.
The liquidation, we talked about this.
They use it as collateral, and they want to make sure that if the market tanks, that you're not stuck owing them, whatever. I would owe them a lot of money because I have several loans against my Bitcoin because I do it on purpose. I buy the Bitcoin and I borrow a maximum. Then I buy the Bitcoin and I borrow a maximum. Then I buy the Bitcoin and I borrow a maximum. And I'm doing it. You know why I'm doing it, right? Because everything I teach in investor schooling, well, that's true. But everything I teach in investor schooling, I experiment with first.
Mm-hmm.
So I need a history of this to show what I've done in order to bring it to investor schooling and start to show this is what I've done. It's the same thing with the covered calls, right? The covered calls, when I did the test to show everybody that this will work and how well it worked, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did. Matter of fact, I haven't talked about that in a long time. I should probably go through those numbers again.
About what? Your test account?
Yeah, my test account for my covered calls.
So I have a question for you.
Sure.
About, because you mentioned dividends not on the covered call, but let's talk about the dividends with the covered call for a second. When you get a stock paying, a dividend paying stock, and you get the dividend. Are you drawing the dividend like you draw the premium,
No,
or you leave it in the
I
account?
leave the dividend account.
In the account,
Right.
okay.
So real quick, so just to go through these numbers, so this is what we did. So for you guys who have never heard this before, I was teaching covered calls, and the class, and it happens, the class gets skeptical. Everything I do there is like skeptical. I'm used to making 4% of my money. Why should I learn how to make 7% a month? And then I'm like, okay, I start teaching this, and they're like, I don't know, maybe it'll work, maybe it wouldn't. I said, all right, I'm going to take $50,000, and the reason I use $50,000 is because it's accessible to anyone. That number is relatable. People can understand $50,000. So I took $50,000 and I put it into an account January 1st, 2025. At the end of that month, I withdrew $4,675. The next month, it was worth $48,385. I withdrew $39.08. The next month, March, it was worth $47,102. I withdrew $45.50. Come April, it was worth $50,311. I withdrew $56.81. Come May, it was worth $53,392. I withdrew $48.11. Come June, it was worth $55,444. I withdrew $44.50. Come July, it was $54,735. I withdrew $49.86. Come August, it was worth $50,304. I withdrew $38.41. Come September, it was worth $53,006, and I withdrew $44.46. In October, it was worth $45,000. That was a bad month, and I only withdrew $27.25 because it was a bad month. Then November, that same account was worth $44,000. I withdrew $39.16, and then at the end of the year, December, it was worth $47,516, and I withdrew $37,058. So basically, I put an account of $50,000 January 1st, and the last day of the month of January, I withdrew $51,752.37 total, and I still had $47,516 left. And that's what we teach. We teach people how to do this. It's an amazing thing. Now, I'm running another test that's next to the screen. I don't want to tell you what that test is. I'm going to tell you what that test is at the end of the year.
Okay.
Because it's a test that a lot of people want to know the answer to. So I'm going to run that. I'm going to show you that test at the end of the year.
I have a guess.
To show you what happened and what happened if I didn't do something.
I have a guess.
I bet you do.
I know what it is.
Okay,
do you want me to guess?
Go ahead.
You leave the premium inside.
That's correct. I leave the premium inside.
I know. That's what you do.
And it is predictably working exactly the way I said it would work.
Okay.
All right. It's actually not working.
It's increasing the risk.
It's increasing the risk, and it's not working. So at the end of the year, I'm going to show exactly what the results of this are. Now I'm already in May, and the results are awful. They're awful. They're awful
also because we had a rough year as of right now.
It doesn't matter.
No?
That's the whole point. They're awful because we didn't withdraw the money.
So, I started with a low account. Mm-hmm. My account in the beginning from September, I think I started, and my account was like 40,000. Only around February, I put more money in, and my account was my account grew from 40 to 200,000. So that's my investment. That's the value of my account as of right now. The current value of the account is actually 175,000.
Right.
I don't care much about that.
That's right. That's the hard part. That's the
hardest part.
Method,
correct.
The hardest thing for people to understand is that the account value is going to fluctuate a lot.
So
not even a lot. Like
it can move.
Maybe 20%, right?
Correct.
It's going to fluctuate.
But my Excel is a bit different. What I do, and it's not good. I'm sorry. It's not proper. Let's say that, because first of all, I go by the current amount I put in the account. And again, it started at 40, it turned up to be 200. So it's not accurate with that. And what I'm doing, I'm summing all the premiums I ever collected, and I'm taking off the drop in the account. So I take all the premium I ever collected from this account, minus how much money I am, let's say, down on the account.
Yeah, it's a mistake.
I know it's a mistake, but I'm trying to look at the worst case scenario.
So you keep trying to play. This is what you do, right? I teach you something that's so simple.
No. I'm doing exactly. I'm trying to do exactly what you said, and I'm trying to prove to myself how good this method is. Okay?
So
how good the method is.
I paid that tax for you. Why would you want to pay it again?
Just in the Excel. I just want to see it, and I see it, and it amazes me. And when I do that, and I look at what's the account value right now and how much money I took out so far, you know where I'm at? I'm at 8% a year as of right now. Now, I know it's fake. It's much, much higher than that. But I'm looking at the 8% a year right now, right? And this is not even a year. We are not at a year. It will be a year in September. And again, it fluctuates because of the account value. Now, who can tell you that they will make you 8% a year?
Everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know. Those funds that, the ETFs, FTs, whatever.
I will get back to you, but I will tell you right now, if my account will come up another $5,000 or $10,000, my account value, immediately the 8% will become 18%.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. But you're just making it more difficult.
I am. I'm trying to prove myself how good it is.
So if you're completely confused right now, which I expect you would be, because
that's
Omri
Omri
going into the weeds again.
Yeah,
and that's okay. But just understand that these are numbers that we're making. We're making 7 or 8%
a month.
And Omri's trying to fudge with the system, and when he fudges with the system, he doesn't make as much money as everybody else, and that's what he does. He comes to me crying, blah, 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 I don't want to do it your way, I want to do it my way. And sure enough, when he does it his way, it doesn't work.
Until you tell me to buy AAL calls.
It worked. It just didn't work in time.
It's true. It didn't work in time.
But it worked, right? I knew exactly what I was doing. It worked. It just didn't work in time.
Wow.
But AAL's a great stock, and now it's back in the high 13s.
Yeah, it's almost 14.
It's going to go to 15.
Yeah.
And that's going to make it a little scary for me again, because we're going to have the same problem again. We'll buy it at 15, and then the stock will go down to 13.
No, you won't.
And
we need to find something else.
Yeah, we'll probably replace it. You're probably right.
We will.
Right now, CCL is the best stock of the 15 that I play.
It also came up again.
Yeah, but it's still sitting like 26, I think. But anyway, it's one of the best stocks that I have.
How Royal is so high compared to CCL? I honestly don't get it.
How what?
Royal.
It's worth more. The company's worth more. So it's 26. CCL's at 26. And Royal is at 260.
I know.
It does the same exact thing. When CCL hits 28, Royal hits 280.
And I think if you think about all
it's the same thing.
I need to check, but if you think about all the companies that Carnival own, I think their fleet is bigger.
No.
No?
No.
With all the really?
No, Royal Caribbean's bigger, and Royal Caribbean has much bigger ships.
Yeah.
So per ship, they make a lot more money.
Okay.
I mean, it costs them more money, but per ship they make a lot more
Carnival own all those small cruise lines.
Yeah, well, Royal owns 3.
Royal owns 3?
Yeah. I think Vista's one of them. I think, I can't remember who the other one is, but...
MSC, Virgin, all the...
I don't know. But there's another one that they own too. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. Why don't we grab a commercial and we'll come back?
Yes, let's do.
This is Larry Steinhouse.
You're clear.
Thank you. And you need to take a complimentary class this Thursday. You need to learn how to invest in real estate. You need to learn how to invest in the stock market. You need to learn how to invest in stock options. And you need to learn how to make more money than you've ever made before. Why aren't you here? Come to investorschooling.com. Take a complimentary class this Thursday and learn. That's investorschooling.com. Take your complimentary class this Thursday. We'll see you there. This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Listen, I can't tell you everything we do in 30 seconds. So you need to come to class this Thursday night, and you need to learn and spend some time with us to see how you can make more money than you've ever made before. That's right. We'll teach you ways that you've never even heard of to make money. So go to investorschooling.com and sign up for this Thursday night's class. Take your complimentary class this Thursday. That's investorschooling.com. We'll see you there. Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that there are a lot of altruistic reasons that you should become...
It's a very quiet break.
I know. Rent houses to really nice people.
I'm looking at you on the live feed. You're all Very
we're serene.
Actually gotten hugs from tenants. So come to investorschooling.com and you will learn how to be a landlord the right way.
Oh, call. Hang on.
Thursday night, and this way you can get hugs from your tenants too. Go to investorschooling.com. We'll see you Thursday night at 7 o'clock. This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that there are so many different ways to prepare for retirement, and annuities are not the answer? Come learn this Thursday by taking a free class on Investor Schooling. Come to Investor Schooling and you will learn so many different ways that you can make more money in retirement than you actually expected to. Go to investorschooling.com and sign up for a complimentary class this Thursday. That's investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com. We'll see you there.
All right, you're back in 30, and you've got Greg in Lansdale.
Okay.
No money out of your pocket? That's right. If you've listened to our show or if you've read my book, Money Hacks, I talk about
your out times are the same.
All right.
No money out of your pocket.
I don't feel like typing it. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, fine.
At Investor Schooling and learn more.
Learn how you be lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand.
Oh, yeah.
Gain monthly income. Go to Investor
Greg in Lansdale.com.
Take your complimentary class this Thursday. This program is paid for by Investor Schooling.
Sometimes the music is so good I don't want to interrupt it.
It's the zombie apocalypse movie.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the Larry Steinhouse Show. We are here. I'm here with Dr. Deb because she comes first.
Always.
And Omri Morad, and we were talking about the stock market. We were actually doing so you just said something interesting, right? So right before the break, you were talking about CCL and RCL, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I did a quick check. So I told you that Carnival's at 25.90 or 26, right? And RCL is the same thing. RCL is at 256, so it's basically the same thing. It's just
it was much higher, actually.
Yeah, but not right now. So 10 times. This is interesting. So it's 10 times the stock price, right?
What's the PE?
No, hold on. So that's a good question, actually. But before I get there, I want to show you something else. The market cap. So there's 68 billion shares of RCL. Okay, now I'm going to show you that there are 32 billion shares of CCL. Now, the market, here's the interesting thing. The PE, so the multiple for CCL is 11.47, right? And the multiple for RCL is 15.61. So not much of a difference, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
so it's mainly about the amount of shares.
But check this out, right? If the market cap on RCL is 68.66 and the market cap on CCL is 32, guess what the better deal is?
Right now, RCL.
No, CCL. By far.
But you have a bigger share.
Based on the same information I just gave you, based on that information alone, CCL should be half the price of RCL. So if RCL is 260, CCL should be 130.
Okay.
So the better play is CCL, which means that Royal Caribbean, in comparison, is overvalued. Now, it's not overvalued because the PE is pretty low, but by comparison, it's overvalued compared to CCL. Now, the dividend, here's one of the differences too. The dividend in RCL is 2.3%, where the dividend in CCL is 2.31%. It's the same thing. It's amazing to me. So something here is not right. I actually think CCL is the much better play, by far the much better play.
And they have high premium as well.
Has a far way to go.
Yeah.
So if I was going to pick CCL or RCL to buy the stock and sit in a draw, CCL is the much better play. Mm-hmm. I could see, based on this alone, I could see CCL at 100 within the next 18 months. Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Remember I said it.
Okay.
Okay? All right, cool. We got Greg on the line. What's going on, Greg?
How's it going, Larry? How you doing?
All right, man. How can I help you?
I have a question for you.
Sure.
You had that Rolex watch. Did you tell the guy it was fake?
Yes, we did. And the guy,
what did he say?
so the interesting. So the guy comes in. He reeks of pot, right? So he comes in. He reeks of pot. He pulls the watch out. Danielle goes through the watch, and so if you guys didn't hear this from the last show, I had Danielle come to. Danielle is my friend. She came to me and she talked to me about. I told her I was going to buy this watch that I saw online. And, the guy wanted $4,000 for it, which is low, but that watch probably would go for 65, 7,000, maybe 8,000 max for that complete that model Rolex. So I figured one or two things: it was either fake or it was hot, right? So she comes and she checks it out. So he comes in, he's stoned out of his mind. And he comes in and he has the watch. He takes it out, takes this box out. That didn't look right, but it still looked like a Rolex box. It just didn't look like the right kind of Rolex box. And she looks at it. She takes her loop out. She looks at it, and then she tells him that this is fake. And he says, "Oh, I paid $10,000 for that." And I'm like, "Well, why did you want to sell it for $4,000?" He goes, "Well, I need the money right now." So he's clearly lying. He didn't pay $10,000. But then so she goes, "Oh, it's completely fake." And he goes, "Oh," he goes. I go. If you paid $10,000, aren't you upset about that? And he goes, "Well, no, not really." So clearly he knew. Clearly he knew it was fake. Clearly the story doesn't make any sense. But it was it's just really funny that this guy, thought he could get one over on me. I mean, I would think that this guy would have ghosted me because I asked him for the serial number. So she looked up the serial number before he even came, and she goes, "This isn't even a Rolex serial number." So we knew coming in that the serial number wasn't. We knew coming in it was fake, and and the only reason I continued with it is because first of all, I wanted to see what she did, and I thought it was pretty cool. What she did was really cool, and on the other side, I wanted to see if the guy would actually show up, and sure enough, he did. So the interesting thing too is, so if you follow her, it's funny if you actually go to Daniel Marie Fine Jewelers on Facebook. You'll actually see a picture of the watch. She actually has a picture of it, and she has the word "fake" across it. And she did a video of it. Which the other thing that surprised me was the guy let us videotape the conversation. It was just so bizarre. I mean, if the watch was stolen, as soon as the guy let us videotape it, I knew the watch wasn't stolen. I knew it was fake.
Yeah.
Because if he's going to let us videotape it when it's stolen, that would be a mistake.
Whole different problem.
He was stoned out of his mind, so who knows, right? He might not even know he consented to us videotaping. But at the same time, if you go to Danielle Marie Fine Jewelers, you'll actually see it if you want to take a picture of the watch.
Wow.
And if you take a picture of the watch, are you there or no?
Yeah, I'm still here.
No. I mean, did you look at it on Facebook or no?
I'm Greg. I'm the guy that's blind.
Oh yeah, that's right. I always forget. I always ask this guy if he wants to see something.
That's okay. That's fine.
So let me ask you a question. You don't need
Go ahead.
I've got a Rolex watch for you that I'll sell it to you for $20,000. I think it says Casio on it. But you won't know.
See, the best part about it is, Larry, you remember back in the 80s and 90s, the fake Rolexes were the big thing. I had a couple of them. You paid like $20 for them.
Yeah, right.
The gold was bad, but you looked at them and you could tell right away it was fake because the actual Rolexes said these ones the second hand would stop 1 second at a time. A real one constantly goes around and around and around.
Right. That's just
and these also had batteries in them.
They had batteries in them, right?
Yes.
They had batteries, right? So it was funny. It was like this one guy one time. He's like, "Yeah, I got to show you this new Rolex I just got." I'm like, he has had it for So I said, he said, "Have you changed the batteries in that yet?" He goes, "Yeah, I just did." I go, "Oh." So he didn't even know it was a fake Rolex. That was how bad it was. But I know what you mean.
And I back in the 80s and 90s, I had a $20 Timex that I used to take in the ocean. It was water resistant. Never had any problems. It came out, it worked. So anyway, my one friend says, "We got these fake Rolex skin divers watch for like $30. You want one?" "Yeah, okay." I thought it was pretty neat because the numbers were bigger. That's when I could still see stuff. I'd go in the ocean, come out. Well, might as well throw it in the trash because it's filled up with water.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
it was a skin diver watch, but it wasn't water resistant.
Yeah, and you can't talk to it. You can't talk to a Rolex like I can with my Apple Watch. But I do know I have a Rolex. My wife has a Rolex. I have a Rolex that I really want, which is a Rolex Daytona. I want a specific Rolex Daytona that I've been looking for everywhere. Danielle said she can find me one, so we'll see if she finds me one. If she does, then it'll be great to have that watch. But it's a very expensive watch. I mean, used ones are $50,000. But I'm looking for it. I'd like to have it. Yeah. I know, but I'll show it to you one day. You won't even know I'm not wearing it.
Well, that's quite obvious. I wouldn't. I mean, the watch I have, you push a button, it talks to me. But it's got hands on. I can't read it, but at least talks to me.
How do you know it has hands on it? Just because somebody told you that doesn't mean it does.
Yeah. Well, let's see. It actually has a stem you can pull out and set the hands. And what happens is the hands and the digital part are separate. Well, for half the year, the hands don't match the digital part, and then
funny.
when daylight saving time comes around, it matches again.
There you go. I like it. All right, man. You know.
All right, guys. Good talking to you. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Take care, man. I appreciate you calling.
Bye bye.
He's a trip. Every time he calls, he's a trip. Because I always forget who he is.
Mhm.
I always talk about him not being blind.
Yeah.
But then I make fun of him being blind. So then he laughs.
That's you.
But that's who I am, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's you. That's exactly who you are.
I call a spade a spade. Is that a racist statement, by the way?
No, I don't think it's a racist statement.
What do you think, Glenn? Is the statement calling a spade, is that racist?
No, I don't think it's racist.
No, but it's one of those expressions that I'm hesitant to use because sometimes people don't know that it's not.
Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out if that's what it is. I mean,
We do have a few more minutes, so if you want to call us with any question about money, real estate, covered calls, racist terms, whatever you want, 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137.
Are you bored?
No, I'm not bored. I'm a bit tired.
You're tired?
Have you made the call I asked you to do?
No.
Okay.
I will.
I promise you.
I know. I'll get to it.
I know.
I actually forgot about it.
You're busy.
Yeah, I am very busy.
You're very busy in being busy.
I'm very busy.
In busy.
I'm very busy.
Busy.
Very busy.
Are we doing a shower here?
You want to take a shower?
I want to shower here.
You want to shower here?
Yeah.
Not with me, I hope.
No, not with you.
Good.
Yeah. We can do the call if you want to do. We can do the conversation about the two shower heads again, but Glenn would be very happy with it. He actually took a video of it and he put it on YouTube.
What are we talking about right now?
We were in a restaurant. I hope Glenn remember. We were in a restaurant.
Oh, with
day,
the hot shower.
And we talked about the those stand-up shower with the multiple head for the man and the woman.
No, we were talking about how hot the shower was and how women like it hot, and then you get in there and then you roasted your balls.
That's how it started with the shower with the double double head.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're boiled eggs. That's what I said. I said boiled eggs.
Yeah. So that he posted on the radio.
It could
be on Facebook. Yeah, that's what it was. It was talking about how
Here we go back to the gutter.
Getting hot showers.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it was about.
855-939-1137. Give us a call. Anything you want to know about money, stocks, real estate, we are here for you.
And anything else, apparently.
Yeah, apparently, like boiled eggs and showers and whatever. We do need to make a shower here.
You want a shower here?
We need to.
So
that's the next project.
So the NAC is across the street.
Yes.
And you're a member of the NAC.
And it's nicer there, actually.
And what do you want a shower here for?
What?
Why is it nice to take a shower? Like a bunch of guys watching you take a shower?
I do. First of all, I very much do.
Don't they have separate
You know what?
stalls?
I don't remember.
They don't have separate stalls there?
They have separate stalls.
Yeah, they have, it's very,
Still
very
gotta get out of the
nice.
shower naked.
It's very nice.
So you
and
wrap
very-
a towel around yourself after you get out of the shower?
I do. Yeah. So you know what? It's a very good. It's a very good conversation.
What?
Because when people reach a certain age, they are, I guess, more comfortable with being naked.
You know what was interesting?
So let's talk about
I had
that.
to answer my door in a soaking wet, in a towel because Chino could not figure out how to open my front door, and I'm in the shower, and I'm like, God damn it! And
So me and
wrapped in
Larry,
a
when
towel
we
soaking
fed
wet.
your cats and dogs and whatever zoo you're running there, okay, we also couldn't figure out your lock.
I know,
Your
but you
lock
guys
is
gotta-
too complicated.
It's not. You hit the buttons and you hit the thing on the
But
bottom.
they keep changing places.
That's the whole point.
And so nobody across the street can look with binoculars and go, I know the code.
Why? What do you have there beside the zoo?
There's nothing there.
So
But
why do you need such a complicated lock?
that's just the lock we picked because it's
Just
got.
wanted you to know. So Art online says, a spade is just a gardening tool. Get over it.
There you go.
But here's the funny thing. I looked it up, and it actually comes from an ancient Greek saying. And the original ancient Greek saying, there's some discussion and debate about this. The original Greek saying was calling a fig and a trough a trough, and those were slang for female body parts. And so when they translated it, they changed it to, there's some discussion as whether it was an accident or intentional. They were trying to avoid the vulgarity of a female body part.
Glenn, we're trying to make a serious show here, please.
I think that's interesting.
No,
well,
no,
the thing is, it
come on.
wasn't
All
racist.
the female
but
body part. I know what show do you think it is, man?
So
It wasn't racist, but it was vulgar.
What body part?
Yeah, exactly.
A trough. It was a fig. Where apparently in ancient Greek, there was some sort of reference to female genitalia. If I gotta say,
the fig or the trough. That's the thing. The fig or the trough is which part? Which one is?
They used them both. Apparently, they just couldn't get enough of saying a fig, a fig. They said a fig, calling a fig, and a trough a trough.
I mean, I would think the fig is the female body part. That's what I would guess.
I don't think so.
I don't know, but they.
Well,
when
think
it got
about it. You
translated,
slice it in half, and then I don't know.
I like when it's come pre-cut. I don't like to slice anything in half.
Yeah. But what is a trough? It's it's some kind of a basin, right? So
even in the breakfast buffet.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Are we done? So I had a question, and you.
Oh, it's interesting, right? Can you hear? Can you hear how much Glenn is blushing?
Yeah, it seems like it.
I think it's adorable that you guys think I'm some sort of chaste Puritan.
So I have a question for you, okay? Because I think it's a very important subject, and it's related for real estate, of course. How far a man can go without naked in the locker room, and it's acceptable?
Why would you want to walk around
How
naked
far?
in front of a bunch of other people?
So my question is, how is
this
that
an
real
issue
estate
for
related?
you?
Because it happened in real estate. So my question is,
houses he walks
how
around
how
naked.
far do you think a man can go without uncovered in a locker room? Because
Of course he wants, of course.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I go, I get undressed next to the locker. I put my towel. I go to the sauna with the towel. I pick a new towel. I put my sauna towel, and I go to the shower.
Yeah.
When I get out of the shower, the towel is on the hook waiting for me.
Yeah, I you know.
So now you understand why
Certain people.
I have my own sauna, and
Yeah.
my own pool, and my own workout room, and my own shower.
Yeah, but
Because I don't have to think about any of these things.
you just naked all the time.
I'm just naked all the time.
I got you.
You know,
Well, if you're in the comfort of your own home, you know,
I don't have to wipe down my weights either.
You what?
I don't have to wipe down my weights either.
I'm not doing that.
Wiping down my weights or wiping down your weights?
I'm not wiping the weights or bikes or anything. I think it's stupid.
Well, of course it is, but
I don't like
But
it.
at the same time, you know, that's what people do. They wipe the weights down. They wipe, you know, like you know, you've worked out with me. I sweat a lot, so like if I'm on the bench, if I get up, the bench is covered in sweat. So what I'll do is I'll put towels down.
You put down on
so that right, so that the towels absorb the sweat.
Okay. I don't know.
And you know, the only time you have to wipe down my weights is when my wife and I are working out together.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
can we move on? What? What are we talking about?
Okay. Why would you wipe down the weights when you're
my wife and I work out together?
Yeah, why would you
Because
wipe the
the
weights
hand.
down?
A lot of times I'm doing
Sweat.
push-ups.
Yeah.
On top of her, if you haven't figured that out.
All right.
The tea. You know the tea.
Okay,
the
then.
tea bag. The tea bag.
Okay. I think the
Whoa, whoa,
tea bag is something
Omri.
totally different.
Omri, really?
What do you want from me?
That's totally different, I think.
Omri, you don't get disgusting.
What did you
Innuendo is one thing.
I don't know what you just did. I was pretty sure that's what you're referring to.
I'm referring to my wife and I working out together. It was a sexual reference that was cute, where you went off the rails.
And the fact that you said that you're on top of her, that was still cute, I guess.
Yeah, it was still cute.
It was
No,
still cute.
it-
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything here is cute.
Yeah, okay.
We all cute very much.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's keep being cute, guys.
Just so you know, right?
Yes.
When you're rich like me,
Yes.
you can buy radio time and have conversations like this.
Whatever you want. You
Right.
can do whatever you want.
That's why you want to get rich.
Yes.
So you can come on the air and have conversations like
Yes.
this.
On Saturday.
On Saturday, in the middle of the day. Exactly right. And if you want to find out more about these conversations, you can go to
investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com. And also, you can join this madness by calling 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137.
I saw
Please
that. I saw
call and tell us
I need
how
to trademark that. I have to trademark
how
that.
far do you feel comfortable to go without your towel in the locker room? 855-939-1137.
So somebody writes, "Can we move on?" in the chat. That was great. That was great. Yeah, but you know what the funny part is? The person who wrote, I can't figure out who wrote that because I don't know.
Me too. Mayor Buzz.
Mr. Boz.
Mr. Boz.
I don't know who that is.
Blake.
I have no idea who it is.
I don't think so.
But it's very funny because if you think about that, right? You know, they're actually enjoying this conversation so much.
I know
that they would write that
because there was a show an hour and a half ago that made them fall asleep, and they're looking for a reason to wake up.
Passport mommy.
They want to wake up.
I'm Passport mommy.
Exactly.
I don't talk about things like this. I don't talk about figs, and I don't talk about troughs.
Yes.
I think I'm going to start using that. Figs and troughs.
Figs and troughs.
Or spades. I don't talk about
the
spades
fig
either.
is the male body part. Really? I was pretty sure it's the opposite. It's the other way around.
I don't know. I couldn't figure that one out.
The fig is the male body part. The trough is the female body part. So I would. That's what I would have thought.
Okay.
That's what I would have thought. Because that makes sense.
Okay.
However,
let's move on.
Why don't we move on?
Let's move on.
It's Stan. Mr. Booze is Stan. You know Stan?
Stan.
You know
Okay.
Stan? Stan's one of our students.
Okay. Stan.
I know who it is. Okay. All right. We got like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
What do we want to talk about?
Well,
that might be something that has to do with finances for a change.
Do it.
Well, I was going to say that if you do end up putting a shower here, that I think if you do end up putting a shower here, then I think you should put a bidet down here also.
A bidet?
Yeah.
You want a bidet, so go put a bidet. I don't care.
I'm gonna order one so we can put one in.
The bidet seat.
Yeah, the seat, just the seat.
Yeah,
Not a whole. I don't want a whole separate thing. Just the seat.
Bidet,
Yeah, I want a seat.
That sprinkles your tush.
Yeah.
It sprinkles your tush.
Yes.
Exactly.
Really
sprinkles your tush.
Okay.
Yes, we have to order that.
We can all share it.
Debbie likes her tush sprinkled.
We can all share it.
Yes, you can all use it.
Really?
Yeah. Not at the same time, but yes, you can all use it.
Okay.
You certainly can't use it all at the same time because only one person can sit on a toilet at a time.
Maybe it has two.
Have you ever seen those toilets where they face away from each other and one sits on one and one sits on the other?
No.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
Where do you do that?
I don't know. I saw it. Just some ad I saw.
In the army?
I was hysterical. Whatever. I don't know. Okay. So Mr. Booze says he loves our show.
Good. I'm happy. That's part of why we're here every Saturday, because we make people happy and we make people laugh.
Right.
That's the best.
And then they see you in Floor and Decor and they say, "Oh, that's Omri."
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
And that's the essence, I think, in life.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Isn't that fun to be semi-famous?
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to come see us and meet us,
you should.
And see that we are exactly like this. This is the funniest thing. The Thursday night class.
It's basically that.
It's basically this.
Yes.
No, but it's really not. I mean, because I get into some deep stuff, but at the same time, the jokes are like this. The Omri's like this. Omri even gives the phone number.
On occasion when he feels like it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we only got like 6 minutes left. And
correct.
We're winding down, man.
855-939-1137. Come and shout and do something to wake us up. 855-939.
And if you ever want to come here and check out the studio, we would give you a tour of the studio. We're actually here. We're at Investor Schooling right now.
Correct.
And we have our own studio that we built. Omri and I built. Actually, I built most of it, but Omri helped.
I had nothing to do with any of it. I just show up.
Right. Yes. She just shows up. She doesn't even know how to turn it on.
Mm-hmm. I do not. No.
Right. If she had to do the show by herself,
I couldn't.
She couldn't even possibly do it.
It's her husband problem.
Are we still?
You said she don't know how to turn on. What did you just say?
Turn on the studio?
I didn't know we're still on the studio thing. Okay, let's move on. That's the second studio, actually. We had a studio, and now we built this studio, and Larry has a new fetish with those acoustic panels that he wants to put everywhere.
Yes, he does have a fetish with these acoustic panels.
I know. He loves the
everywhere. These panels are everywhere now. Everywhere you
have
look,
no idea.
everywhere.
You like to put those panels
everywhere. In the other conference room here, they're everywhere.
They look so good.
I visit Chino in the job site. I told him we need to go back to Larry's basement to put more of this panel. He said, in 3 years I will see you. You will be with panel all over yourself.
I love these panels. They look so good.
Yeah.
You don't like them, huh?
I do. Actually, I think they're cool.
I think they're great.
But if they do like a contrast, you don't need to cover everything with them. Like do one wall yes, one wall no. We do everything with them.
Well, that's okay because the rooms that we did with them need them.
Because of the acoustic thing? Yeah, here I get it.
I don't like how it's so like, some of them are brown and some of them are the light wood. Like, why couldn't you like either mix and match it a little bit or do one wall or
That's why I made it that way.
I know, I don't like it this way.
Which one you don't like, the brown or the white?
No, I like them both, but I
What
don't
are you trying
like.
to say?
I don't
You're
like
trying to
how
trap
it's,
her, aren't you?
I don't like how it's just like it seems very random the way you put them up. That's
It
what
is
I don't
very
like.
random.
I don't like the randomness.
You don't like the randomness?
I don't like the randomness.
Okay.
It's random because we ran out.
No, it's not because we ran out.
Larry, you have a call if you want to try to get it.
Yes,
in.
Yeah,
yes,
let's get the
please.
call. Nancy in Norristown.
We need
Nancy,
it.
what's going on?
We need it.
Hi. I just was wondering, for somebody that's totally ignorant on the subject, what would your estimation be for how long, if I were to come to your school, that it would take me to learn to do the covered call
All right, you
thing?
ready? This is so cool because it takes an average person about 3 to 4 months to learn how to do it. And what's really cool is we have one of our programs will actually do it for you for that 3 to 4 months, so you make money immediately. We have the only program on the planet that I know of that you're guaranteed to make money the first month you're in the program. Guaranteed. You can't not make money. It's impossible not to make money with this program. How
And
cool
I
is
don't
that?
have to be an accredited investor.
No,
to do this?
no, you don't. No,
I don't.
No, you don't. Accredited investors for the fund only, but to learn how to do this, you could anybody can learn how to do this. A 7-year-old can learn how to do this. And I really mean it. A 7-year-old can learn how to do this. It's that easy. But
No, we're not joking.
Okay. And here's the thing. Like if you've been listening to the show for a while, you've heard some people call in. Like there was another Nancy that I don't know if you heard her call in earlier. She also never even heard of this stuff before. We have Dave the truck driver, never heard of this stuff before. And Dave what he claim he made 130,000?
I think he's at 125 or so. Yeah.
So I mean you'll get to meet these people and talk to them. So if you come into Investor Schooling this Thursday, just walk around the room and say, hey, how long have you been doing this for, and how much money have you made? And they'll tell you. I don't even ask me. Just have them ask them.
Don't look for us. Go directly to them.
And funny. Here, the other thing too is, I think the most intelligent people have the most problems with this because they can't conceptualize.
Oh, then I'm good.
Yeah, well, that's fine. They can't conceptualize making that much money. Because they've been told their whole life that 8% is a good return per year.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at this and I go 8% a year, what are you gonna do with 8% a year? That's pocket change. You start doing 6, 7, 8% a month. That's real money. So, are we gonna see you on Thursday?
I think there's a good chance. Something else has to happen, but yeah, I think there's a good chance.
Something else has to happen. Should we pry? We got 1 minute to pry. What
Well,
else?
no.
Uh-oh.
No.
You could talk to Dr. Deb about that problem.
No.
We'll be very, very happy to see you here with us.
Yes.
Do you like our show? Do you think we're crazy or what?
Both. I like the show, and I think you're crazy.
Awesome.
Well, Nancy, you know what you have to do, right? You have to go where to sign up?
InvestorSchooling.com.
Beautiful. I love it. All right, go to InvestorSchooling.com right now because I got to let you go because I got to say goodbye to everybody because we literally have 30 seconds left.
Okay.
Take care, Nancy. I hope to see you on
you.
Thursday. Let us know that it's you.
Okay.
All right, I want to thank all the listeners for listening. I want to thank all the callers for calling. I want to thank Omri for being here, even though he's exhausted and tired and yawning.
A bit.
Of course, I want to thank the famous Dr. Deb for not coming first this time. And, of course, there you go. Glenn Page and all the people online watching and leaving comments. It's exciting to have people leave comments online because it's fun. It's just part of the show. And, of course, if you call in, it's always fun, too. If you want to go to InvestorSchooling.com and learn how we do what we do, go there, InvestorSchooling.com, and we will see you on Thursday at 7 o'clock.
Yes!
This program is paid for by Investor Schooling. All opinions.
You are clear. Great show.
Which
Lots
show?